Welcome to the Solid Figure app. This app is useful in examining solid figures, and especially the nets that create them. The app starts off with the Colorable Shapes mode, and the first shape being the pyramid. Let's see the tools we have to work with the pyramid. So we have Rotate. We click this button to rotate the shape, and click again to stop rotation. This button does exactly the same thing. Rotate again to stop rotation. This slider brings the shape forwards or backwards. This button opens the shape, so we click it. And now we click it again to close it. This slider controls the transparency of the shape. And with these checkboxes, we can show the vertices and/or the edges. With the colors, we can color the faces of the shape, the edges, or the vertices. This coloring is useful, for example, to count the number of vertices on the shape. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to rotate the shape and 5. Now let's cancel the checkboxes and move on to the next shape. So here we have a tetrahedron, a cube, and so on. The next mode is nets. This has 3 sub-modes. The first of which is it a net of a cube? So the app offers different shapes. And the goal of the students is to recognize which of them is a net of a cube and which is not. Let's examine this net. So we'll click it. We have the instruction to reset the 3D shape, click the net. Let's click OK. Now to fold the shape, first we choose which of the squares will be the bottom. So we click this one. Now, when we click another square, it will fold like this. We can always rotate the shape to make it more convenient to work, like this, and continue folding. And we have the cube. So this is indeed a net of a cube. Let's change shape and choose this one. We'll click it. So we'll have this to be the floor, and we'll fold and fold, fold, and fold. And we see it's a problem. This shape is not a net of a cube. In class, of course, you would want to get the input of the students before you start folding and also while you're folding. So some students may see the answer after a fold or two. Let's click Change Shape, and we'll move to various nets. All of these are nets of different shapes. Let's see this one. So we'll click it, choose the floor, and fold up. And we can always rotate it. And change shape. So in class, you can scroll down, choose a shape, and ask the students what they think the shape will look like after it is folded. So let's choose the floor. And folding is easy. Simply click the faces. Let's click Change Shape. So you can go through and see what you think will be interesting to work with in class. The last sub-mode deals with cylinders and cones. So here we have a list of cylinders and cones. Let's choose one, and only one click will now fold the shape. Let's change the shape. Click it, and now choose a cone. These are all more interesting nets of a cylinder. Now let's see the cone. And here is the cone. Let's click it, and it folds. Now let's click Change Shape. And the final mode we have is to create a net of a cube. So we start by dragging in a new square. And we have the message, Add squares to the shape by clicking the edges. Let's click OK. So we click an edge, and we get a new square. So let's create a net. And here, We can bring this to the side and click Create New 3D Shape. And we already know how to fold the shape, so we click Fold, Fold, Rotate, Fold, and Finish. Let's erase the shape and create a new net. So we can do like this. So in class, each student can come to the board, create a new net, and then we can check it if it indeed folds into a cube or not. And this one does fold. And that's it. This is a very rich app, and we hope you enjoy it in class.